Assalamualaikum and very good morning to the Miss Atika as our lecturer for the supply chain management. Today, we would like to present our group assignment that is how does education supply look. Before we start the presentation, I would like to introduce myself and my members. My name is Wan Asakir Dewan Jurahalam. My members Muhammad Fakrul Hakimin bin Mak Zaid, Muhammad Fakrul Razik bin Samsudin, Akmal Hakim bin Ahmad Daud, Muhammad Faris Izzat bin Mazuri, Muhammad Fikri Huwaikid. To start the presentation, I would like to pass to Fikri to start the presentation.
Morning to Miss Atika and all my fellow friends. So I'm Muhammad Fikri Huwaiki. I'm going to start my parts. So thank you once again. So we can see here, how does education supply chains looks like? Our group we're going to discover about the education industry. Okay. So this is the supply chain model. As we can see from the supply chain, there's input, process, and output. This is the usual flow for the supply chain. So students who are working on internal and external research projects, like every of the students in university cannot escape their final year projects, and they must carry out the projects. And this can be said as the primary source of supply inputs. So student can be said as input when they going to do the project. So the university's operation is critical to the process and is responsible for the students' activities and status as learners. So university will going to take control of how the student doing their works. Okay. So like the lecturers, we're going to supervise them. So in terms of output, since this is the service, it's not a final product, so we call this as output, as services. So for the output, the research results that students have completed. So the final year project is very important for the output of the university we're going to produce. Is their final year project, what they have do, the research, the thesis that they have done, like what I doing right now because I'm the final year student. Okay, so in order to graduate can be considered the end of the process for this complete service. So when they graduate, so this can be said is the end of the flow for the supply chain model. So if student have do something incomplete in their research, so they have to redo again in order to make a complete and perfect, in order to satisfy the society that may benefit to the society. Okay, now come to the recommendation for the adjustment. So I will pass to Wan Asakir.
Okay, for the recommend for the adjustment of the supply chain, based on the study of the supply chain management in education, the university ensures student service which directly affect the academic performance. University must have the hostel service has to decide to be sourced. Although the outsourcing of hostel service provides low-cost solution, the decision is made by the goal of the hostel. The goal of the hostel are to sharpen the student social and communication skills. The outsourcing hostel service can provide low-cost and flexible hostel service but cannot achieve the goal to enrich the campus life of the student. Okay, I will pass the net recommendation to the Faris Izzat.
My name is Muhammad Izzat bin Masudi, and the next information is two of the hottest topic among students these days are sustainability and data analytics, which come out in a variety of class. Students need to consider both sustainability and cost among the trade-off that influence decision. Living in the information age, we have a lot more to work with to help make sound decisions. To have students hone their analytic skill, faculty focus not only on how to use mathematical model information technology, but also how to think through the ambiguous situation the real world presents. The perfect curriculum is loaded with depth that might mean students are required to write paper or complete problem set. Anything that engage all of the complex reasoning skill will keep advancing over the 4 year. Okay, I will pass the next to the Muhammad Ahmad.
For another point for additional information on supply chain management in education is the delivery of accurate information to the desired target. Based on the study of supply chain management in education, they need the delivery of accurate information to the desired target, namely students at the school level who want to pursue higher education at university or college. Like taking a visit to the university or organizing a carnival at the university. In this way, it can provide information to students at the school level about the cost of continuing to study and inform the quality of service and education at the university. In addition, the condition for university eligibility will be understandable and serve as a benchmark for students who wish to pursue higher studies at a university or college. And I pass to Bakro.
I will continue with additional information on supply chain management in education. Is the need of information and knowledge sharing. For curriculum design and industry demand must be throughout the educational supply chain. Co-curriculum design and industry demand must be shared fairly and in balance. This is to assure the effectiveness of sharing from industry to tertiary education in co-curriculum design as a means of producing high-quality graduates can meet the demand of the real world. Prior to that, all programmers need an industrial internship for students to explore themselves in real-world industrial function. So,
Next is additional information supply chain management in education. Need mutual communication and feedback between educational partners. For example, universities and college or school on their progress. Collaboration between school and tertiary education must need. This is because the collaboration can ensure the right source has been prepared and ready for the tertiary education. In the same time, increase the potential clever student in the first year. So, mutual communication might be effect process teaching of the lecturer and also the learning process of the student who study in the same class.
yeah.
So I will continue for the additional information that had been found for each of us. Okay, so I will start. So we have six explanations about the education. Since we have six members here, including me. So I will start for the first one. So the results of this information I have found is from the journal. So from the journal, I can see I pick the conclusion. So what they have said here is the results of the employers interviews show that they favor this close cooperation because it provides a higher caliber of student, reduces recruitment costs, and facilitates the establishment of a long-term working relationship with a chosen university. So, means that if employers want to interview university students, so they can reduces the recruitment costs and facilitates because where they can find the employee is they can find the sources from the university when an employer want to employ the employee. So several employers have now been integrated into the degree program, making it a more balanced combination of theory and practice. So a student is very important for what they have learned from the university because we also every one of us in as a university student we have to internship. So besides we learn most of the theory, we also do the practice. So students felt that their learning experience at the University of Strasbourg, this is the foreign university, had prepared them well for the challenges of employment, and that the practical interactive approach between industry and academic was a marked differential advantage. So there's a challenge and also the advantage. So we are so sorry because one of our member encountered a problem as he can't connect with us. So we left one more point for him to present. So thank you very much for here. Thank you, Miss.